Grand Rising, heathens. What's the word? What's the word? God damn it.
Did you know that you can have permanent teeth in just 24 hours? That's right. Only 24 hours and your new smile is
motherfucking word.
Payment options, achieving your dream smile.
The word is...
Anger is a natural human emotion, but when it comes to a chosen one, it's never just ordinary anger. The energy of a chosen one carries divine weight. It can shift atmospheres, stir people's spirits, and even cause ripple effects that no one else can explain. This is why chosen ones must guard their hearts and remain calm under pressure. When they lose control, it isn't just a personal outburst, it's a spiritual earthquake that can shake everything around them. If this message reaches you at the right time, it's not by accident. You were meant to hear it. Before we dive in, I kindly ask you to subscribe to this channel and join this community of divine wisdom seekers. And if you feel this came at the exact moment you needed it, type 1111 in the comment section for divine blessings, alignment, and spiritual covering. Now, let's dive into the 9 things that can happen if a chosen one gets mad, and why it can cause things to spiral out of control. 1. Their words turn into weapons. When a chosen one speaks in anger, their words carry a force that goes far beyond simple communication. Unlike ordinary people, the chosen one's voice is not just sound, it is spiritual authority given by God. When their emotions rise, that authority is amplified, and even if they do not intend harm, their words cut deep into the hearts of those who hear them. A single sentence, spoken in frustration, can crush someone's confidence, expose secrets they were trying to hide, or reveal truths they were not ready to face. Words that might sound normal in another person's mouth become sharp swords in the mouth of a chosen one, slicing through layers of pride, denial, and even deception. This is because chosen ones carry the mantle of truth, and truth spoken in anger has a way of hitting harder than lies spoken in calmness. For example, a chosen one may tell someone, "You're not really my friend," in a heated moment. To anyone else, this would sound like an insult or rash comment. But when the chosen one says it, the statement may not only reveal the reality of the relationship, but also plant seeds of conviction in the other person's spirit, making them realize the mask they've been wearing. It's not the chosen one's intention to always wound, but their honesty, when fueled by anger, becomes a fire that burns away falsehoods. This is why people often remember what a chosen one says for years after. The echo of their words lingers, replaying in minds like a prophecy, because their tongue carries power. Once it's spoken, it cannot be taken back, and it leaves a permanent mark on the soul. 2. Their energy shifts the room instantly. When a chosen one becomes angry, they don't need to shout, slam doors, or throw things for people to know that something has shifted. Their very energy carries weight, and when disturbed, it ripples through the atmosphere like an invisible storm. People sitting nearby may suddenly feel restless. Conversations grow awkward, and even the most confident individuals start stumbling over their words or avoiding eye contact. The chosen one's spirit is deeply connected to the unseen, and when it is agitated, the vibrations it sends out can be felt by everyone around them, whether they understand it or not. It is like a silent thunder rolling through the room, a pressure that settles on the chest and makes breathing feel heavier. Those who are spiritually sensitive pick it up immediately. They may even grow anxious or uneasy without knowing why, while others simply feel an undeniable heaviness in the air. The chosen one does not try to create this effect. It simply happens because their spirit is powerful, and their anger releases a surge of energy into the environment. Imagine electricity filling the air during a thunderstorm. That's how their presence feels when their emotions are stirred. Even animals may act strangely around them, sensing the shift in vibration. This is why many chosen ones try to master their emotions, because they know one moment of frustration can unsettle an entire household, workplace, or gathering. Their energy, whether calm or angry, sets the tone of the environment. And when it is disturbed, Everyone feels the storm within them. 3. Hidden enemies reveal themselves. When a chosen one gets angry, something strange happens. People who secretly resented them or wished them harm begin to show their true colors. Anger, for a chosen one, acts like a fire that flushes snakes out of hiding. People who were smiling in their face suddenly slip up and let their true feelings
Gas
leak out in
330
careless
here, y'all.
words, passive-aggressive comments, or even bold attacks. Anger shakes the room, and those who were pretending can no longer wear their masks. This is one of the ways God uses the chosen one's emotions as a tool for revelation. What was hidden in the dark gets exposed in the light of conflict. For instance, someone who has been envious of the chosen one's success may suddenly mock them during a heated moment, revealing the jealousy they tried to cover up with fake support. A so-called friend who never truly wished them well might finally say, "I never liked you anyway," when tension rises. These confessions are not accidents, they are spiritual exposures. Anger from a chosen one presses on the hearts of others until their true intentions leak out. This can be painful because it often means losing relationships that look stable, but it is also a blessing. It frees the chosen one from being surrounded by hidden enemies and gives them clarity about who is truly with them and who was against them all along. In this way, their anger becomes a purifier. It does not just destroy, it uncovers, it reveals.
330 a
It
gallon.
forces the truth to stand naked in front of them. This is why chosen ones often say, "When I got angry, I finally saw people for who they were." 4. They can shatter relationships without intending to. Chosen ones carry an unusual sharpness when they speak truth in anger. Unlike most people who may soften their words or avoid confrontation, a chosen one's anger often compels them to expose reality as it is, without sugarcoating or compromise. When they are hurt or frustrated, they speak raw truth, truth that can pierce like an arrow through the heart of relationships. Friendships that were built on half-truths or pretense can crumble in a single conversation.
You go.
Romantic relationships may collapse under the weight of one brutally honest confession. Even long-standing alliances can be dissolved by a few words that shatter illusions
open up
and
at
bring
8.
buried issues to
Tryna
light. This is not because the
stall
chosen one
wits out
seeks
real quick.
destruction,
Take
but
a
because
quick
they
breath.
cannot lie when their spirit is stirred. Anger removes the filters, and the words they speak in that state carry the weight of years of unspoken observations. They might say something in the heat of the moment that others never expected them to notice. Things about people's character, actions, or hidden motives. Once spoken, these truths cannot be taken back, and they forever alter the way others see themselves and the chosen one. The most devastating part is that the chosen one may not even realize how final their words sound. For them, it may just be venting frustration, but for the one on the receiving end, it feels like a judgment, a revelation, and a severing of ties all at once. This is why relationships with chosen ones can be intense, because their anger doesn't just pass like a storm, it can leave the landscape changed forever. Pass like a storm, it can leave the landscape changed forever. 5. Their silence becomes dangerous. Not every chosen one expresses anger with shouting or outbursts. In fact, some of the most intense expressions of their rage come in silence. When a chosen one withdraws into silence during anger, that quietness becomes deafening. It carries a heavy spiritual weight that can make others deeply uncomfortable. Those around them may feel the tension without a word being spoken, as if an invisible storm is building in the atmosphere. Their silence is not emptiness, it is energy contained, restrained, and concentrated in a way that feels unbearable for those nearby. Silence from a chosen one is louder than shouting because it leaves people guessing, questioning, and feeling exposed. It creates an atmosphere where everyone wonders what is happening in the chosen one's spirit. This quiet can feel like judgment, like unspoken truth pressing against the walls waiting to burst forth. It can also create guilt in those who know they have wronged the chosen one, because the silence feels like a mirror reflecting their actions. This form of anger is dangerous because it allows energy to build within the chosen one, and when released, it can be even more destructive than words. Sometimes the silence itself is the punishment, because those who are used to their warmth, kindness and conversation suddenly feel the cold withdrawal of their spirit. It unsettles people because they realize the chosen one is no longer giving them access to their energy. This kind of silence shakes people more than yelling ever could. It feels like a spiritual storm hanging in the air, waiting to strike. 6. They accidentally curse situations. When a chosen one is overwhelmed with anger, their thoughts alone can begin to shape reality in ways they do not even intend. This is because chosen ones carry a strong spiritual connection, and their energy manifests outcomes quickly. What they feel and think carries weight in the unseen realm. If, in their frustration, they wish someone harm, even for a brief moment, things in that person's life may begin to unravel. The chosen one doesn't have to speak it aloud. Their spirit communicates directly with the atmosphere, and doors of misfortune may open for those connected to their rage. This is why chosen ones must be careful in moments of anger. Their emotions are not ordinary, they are amplified by divine assignment. A casual thought like "I hope they suffer" can turn into real consequences. Sometimes days or weeks later they hear that the person who hurt them lost their job, fell into sickness, or experienced misfortune, and they realize it coincided with the moment they were enraged. This does not always bring them satisfaction. Instead, it often humbles and frightens them. It shows them how powerful their spirit is, and why God warns them to guard their hearts. The chosen one's energy is like fertile soil. Whatever seed of thought they plant, whether of love or anger, quickly takes root and grows. Their emotions are magnets that attract results, good or bad. This is why their anger is dangerous. It is not just an emotional reaction, it is a spiritual force that can alter the course of events in ways they never planned. 7. They attract spiritual battles. Anger, for a chosen one, is not just an emotional state, it is a doorway. When they lose their calm, it can attract unnecessary warfare, both in the physical and spiritual realm. Arguments may suddenly erupt around them. Conflicts they never looked for may find them, and strange attacks may come out of nowhere. It is almost as if the enemy waits for that one moment of weakness to launch an assault. Their anger becomes like a beacon that draws spiritual opposition because the enemy knows their power is greatest when they are at peace. This is why chosen ones often find themselves in chaos after outbursts. They may have an argument with a loved one, only to later face unexpected challenges like accidents, financial loss, or sudden sickness. The energy of anger lowers their spiritual guard, making them more vulnerable to attack. Darkness feeds off unrest, and anger provides the perfect entry point for spiritual disturbance. But even in this, there is a lesson. Chosen ones learn through experience that maintaining peace is not just about avoiding conflict with people. It is about protecting their spirit from unnecessary warfare. They realize that their emotions are spiritual weapons, and if they are careless, those weapons can be turned against them. This is why scripture often emphasizes that anger gives the enemy a foothold. For the chosen one, that foothold can quickly become a battleground. Their anger, though justified, can invite storms they did not need to fight. 8. Their power becomes unstable.
Your teenager developed depression, anxiety, or eating disorders after becoming addicted to social media platforms.
Their power becomes unstable. Chosen ones are born with spiritual authority. Their words can heal, inspire, comfort, and uplift. Their presence can calm storms, their prayers can open doors, and their love can bring restoration to broken hearts. But when anger takes over, this power becomes unstable, unpredictable, and even destructive. The same mouth that once blessed now wounds. The same presence that once comforted now terrifies. The same energy that once built others up can suddenly tear them down. This instability is dangerous not only for those around them, but also for the chosen one themselves. They are called to be vessels of light, but in moments of rage, their light flickers and darkness seeps through. They may speak words they later regret, or release energy that harms instead of heals. Because their spirit is highly charged, even small bursts of anger can create massive effects, much like a lightning strike that destroys everything it touches. This is why chosen ones often feel drained and heavy after moments of rage. Their anger consumes their power in ways they cannot control, scattering it instead of channeling it. Instead of being a fountain of life, they feel like a storm that caused destruction. Yet in this, they learn the value of discipline. They realize their calling requires mastery over emotions because their power is too great to be wasted in chaos. Stability is key. Without it, their gift becomes a double-edged sword. 9. They shock people with their transformation. Chosen ones are often known for being patient, quiet, forgiving, and kind. They are the ones people feel safe around. The ones who give endless chances, who stay calm when others lose control. Because of this, people sometimes underestimate them. They assume the chosen one will always tolerate disrespect, betrayal, or mistreatment. But when the chosen one finally snaps, the transformation is shocking. It is like seeing a lion roar after mistaking it for a lamb. Everyone who thought they could walk over them is suddenly confronted with a side they never imagined existed. The shift is terrifying because it is not just human anger. It is divine authority rising up. The chosen one, usually soft-spoken, suddenly speaks with a power that silences the room. Their face changes, their eyes blaze, and their presence demands respect. Those who once laughed at them or dismissed them as weak are forced to acknowledge their strength. It shocks people into realizing the chosen one is not to be trifled with. This transformation commands instant respect and often fear. It changes how people view them forever. Once someone has seen the chosen one in their wrath, they understand that patience should never be mistaken for weakness. It is a reminder that kindness is a choice, not an obligation, and that behind the calm exterior lies a warrior spirit capable of shaking foundations. That revelation often prevents people from ever crossing them again because they now know the chosen one is not just gentle, they are powerful. A chosen one's anger is not ordinary, it's amplified, spiritual, and uncontrollable once unleashed. That's why chosen ones must master self-control and remain grounded in prayer, wisdom, and patience. Their power is too great to be wasted on temporary emotions. This is the Chosen Seer channel. If this message spoke to your spirit, don't forget to subscribe and stay connected.
See, now you heard that, heathens. Leave them chosen ones alone, y'all. Alright? You ain't ready to deal with the consequences behind the chosen one. Y'all better leave them chosen ones alone. Alright? Facts. I see Trump bombing the hell out of Iran, y'all. Israel and the US is bombing the dog shit out of Iran. Straight up. Dropping bows on them motherfuckers, man. Took out the supreme leader. Jasmine Crockett lost. Oh man, what a great turnaround, ladies and gentlemen. Her little ratchet ass. You in the motherfucking Congress in the House bringing that ghetto shit. Them white folks wasn't going for that shit. You up in Congress acting like you in the hood, god damn it. And you seen real quick whose side they was really on, god damn it. Bringing that ratchet shit to the house. Oh, them white folks ain't, you know what I mean? Certain shit you do and you don't do. That shit you did, and then you said something about the girl from Cali from Texas called him Hot Wheel or some shit like that because he in a wheelchair. Oh, they couldn't wait for your motherfucking seat to come up. Them peoples couldn't wait for your seat to come up, trust me. And as you can see, soon your motherfucking seat came up. What happened? You took a motherfucking L. God damn it. And don't nobody feel sad for your ass. Don't nobody feel sad for your ass at all, Jasmine Crockett. That's what you get. Bringing that ratchet shit to the house.
What's going on?
How you doing, brother?
I'm blessed by the fact. Peace and love, peace and love.
Yeah? Yeah, she done brought all that old ratchet shit to the house. I know they got a joint over there. Them white folks said, oh no, she got to go. I don't blame them motherfuckers, man. For real. Bringing that ratchet shit to the motherfucking house. Know what I mean? Hold on, y'all.
Started out studying World War II submarines to develop the world's first portable fish finder, and have been conquering the underwater world ever since.
Sorry I'm late. I had to pop into Sprouts to sneak in some of our favorite snacks.
Oh, of course.
Gluten-free cookies. Oh. Grain-free crackers. Dairy-free cheese.
Okay.
For the soup.
Soup?
Beef tallow chips. Carrots, celery, both organic. And
roasted chicken.
no antibiotics ever.
Give her a drumstick.
When you gotta have the healthy food you love at prices you love, it's not a grocery store. It's Sprouts.
There are some people on this earth you can mess with and walk away untouched, but the chosen ones are not among them. To the naked eye, they may look like ordinary people, quiet, calm, patient, forgiving, and even vulnerable. But spiritually, they are backed by a power no man can fully comprehend. A divine force surrounds them. They walk with ancestors, angels, and the anointing of God. So when you attack a chosen one, you are not just attacking a person, you are shaking hands with a curse. You are inviting supernatural consequences into your life, and trust me, your life will never be the same again. If this message has reached you at the exact moment you needed it, don't scroll past. Pause, reflect, because you're about to hear spiritual truths that most will never understand until it's too late. If your spirit recognizes this, type 1111 in the comments section to receive divine blessings and alignment. And don't forget to subscribe, because the chosen don't walk alone. Now let's get into it. Here's what really happens when you attack a chosen one. Warning, this is not for the faint of heart. 1. Your life starts to unravel mysteriously. It won't be immediate. You might even think you got away with it at first. You'll convince yourself it was just a conflict, just another falling out or disagreement. But slowly, without clear reason, your life starts to crumble. Peace that once felt stable begins to dissolve into chaos. The people who once loved you deeply now avoid you without explanation. Relationships that seemed unshakable begin to erode. Friendships grow cold. Your finances, no matter how secure they seemed, take unexpected hits. You start losing clients, your business falters, or your job security fades. Even if you switch paths, misfortune follows. Your sleep becomes restless. Anxiety replaces clarity. Confusion replaces confidence. You try everything: books, therapy, religion, even revenge. You want to blame stress, timing, or even coincidence. But none of those explain what's happening. Because when you go after a chosen one, someone walking under divine covering, you don't just touch a person, you violate a sacred contract. Chosen ones are not ordinary. They were sent here with assignments, and their pain is monitored by higher realms. When you harm them in
Mexican food where 2J's used to be at, y'all. It's called Meximac. 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 That's the name of where 2J's used to be. It's a Mexican restaurant there now, right off of 7th and Holland, where the famous 2J's used to be at. No longer with us. They sold the building. The Mexicanos got it. They done came in, just crossed the border a couple days ago. And like I said, they always put us at the bottom of the chain. How the hell are they letting these foreigners come into our country, set up shop, and we become the consumers, y'all? We become the consumers, y'all. Once again, we got the Chinaman, we got the Arab that just got here a few days ago. Now we got the Mexicanos opening up shop. Where are the African American soul food restaurants at? Where have they went, y'all? Y'all understand me? So yeah, they're here to come to America because they know African Americans are the #1 consumers when it comes to food, because some of them don't cook. They done got lazy. You know what I mean? They done got lazy. Let's keep it funky. A lot of y'all don't cook. A lot of y'all want that quick shit. But as you can see, you look around, you see nothing but a whole bunch of Habibs. Now the Mexicanos, we've been eating Chinese food forever. They came over, set up a whole bunch of Chinese chains. And you would think African Americans would put something together. Then you got the Latinos, they even got stores. They got a lot of stores too. Look around, what you see? All foreigners with these stores. Establishments. And what are we? Their #1 customer. And then when we do open up some type of chain, restaurant, we don't get no support from our peoples. This lady opened up a store on 3rd Street, 3rd and Holland. She was out of business within a couple months, man. Ain't get no support. I think that was an African store too. That shit shut down within like 5 months, y'all. I came by one day, I said, damn, what happened? But I knew, no support. You know what I'm saying? No support. But we quick to give our money to these foreigners. Hold on, y'all. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, we the #1 consumers when it come to these foreigners, and they know that. Because why? Black folk don't be cooking like that no more. Yeah? Hold on. Black folk don't cook like that no more, yeah? So we became the #1 consumer, yeah? To all these foreigner restaurants. Know what I'm saying? So think about it, y'all. While we always at the bottom of the chain. And we know the Latino community, they got a whole lot of stores too. A whole bunch of Lucky 13s and Poppy, Mommy stores. And when we open up a business, we don't get no support from our peoples, man. None. Some of us do, like Hum Diggities. That's you know what I mean? Shout out to Hum Diggity, man. Straight up. He been holding it down for a minute. Even doing motherfucking COVID. He was holding it the fuck down. I was supporting that brother too. Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna support that brother today. Get me some lunch or something from out of there. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to bust this motherfucking rate on 13. Go to Wix and get some motherfucking wings, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the wings that Wix got. Only thing you gotta do is drop them motherfuckers in the deep fry. Them motherfuckers banging, y'all. They got crab cakes and shit. He got the crab cakes. $10 a bag. It's 6 of them in there, homemade crab cakes. Like Wix, you can come to Wix, buy get your order from Wix, and you gonna open up shop, get a little business or something, open up shop. But guess what? You won't get no support from your own peoples. Let's pull up here, y'all. It's Wix right here, y'all. The legendary Wix. They got the Yummy Eats right here. Put the Clizzub on. Keep him running and put the Clizzub on because I want to show y'all them wings when I come out, all right? Yeah, they chicken fries. I showed y'all the last bag was chicken fries. The bag before the chicken fries was the chicken wings I'm telling y'all about. I got 2 bags of them. And then I showed y'all the crab cakes. The crab cakes you get 6 of them for $10. Homemade joints. Motherfucker slamming, you heard? Motherfucker slamming. But I wanted to show y'all that. But this Wicks here, y'all, Trainer Wholesale and famous chicken fingers and crab cakes. Like, black folks can put it together, put a plan together. There's some businesses in Chester, black owned. We just gotta start supporting them more, y'all. Cause if we don't give our money to them foreigners, they'd be out of business too, y'all. You know what I mean? They'd be out of business too. We gotta start circulating our money back in the community, y'all. For real, stop being haters. Stop hating. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Stop hating on your brother and sister that got a business and contribute to it. You understand me? By supporting them. That's all. I guarantee you, if we start supporting all of our African American brothers and sisters that got businesses that's local, man, some of these foreigners will be out of business, y'all. Why? Because we the #1 consumer, y'all. We gotta start holding our money, y'all. That's a way of striking. You hold your dollar. You know what I mean? Especially if the whole community hold their dollar. And start saying, you know what? This is what we gonna do, y'all. We're gonna start circulating our money back in the community by spending with African American stores. You know what I mean? Show some love. Show some love, goddammit. So that's what we, you know what I mean, need to do, y'all. Do some shit out there. It's a lot of stores, like, we got a soul food spot here. But, you know what I mean? And like I said, with Hum Diggities, man, he been around holding it down for a minute. 21 gun salute. Hum Dig. That's my guy, too, you know what I mean? But let me run this shit in the quarters, right? And, I'm right back like I never left. Hold on, y'all. So yeah, y'all, we done transformed it. We done transformed, y'all. We transformed like a motherfucker. You heard? And it's early. It's early. What time is it? 8:24. 8:24. God damn it. And we done went from moving around and now walking around. God damn it. But like I was saying, y'all, about the no support for our own peoples when they had their establishments. We got to start supporting them, y'all. That's the only way we gonna send them foreigners packing. Because they're gonna say, oh, they told us the American dream was us getting over here, getting them African Americans as consumers, and then we put up our chains of restaurants all around. Mexican food. You know what I mean? They done got all the cribs around here, building them up. Build all the cribs up. You know what I'm saying? And the whole 9 yards, y'all. The whole 9 yards. Look. You know what I'm saying? All around this joint. Especially this corner crib right here. The Mexicanos brought this joint back. You know what I'm saying? They brought that motherfucker back. That's 3rd over there, y'all. That's 3rd Street. Commodore Barry Bridge that way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all. Look around. Like all these bandos, the Mexicanos pretty much got them and brought shit back. You know what I'm saying? They was in that truck I just walked by right there. They watching me and shit. I ain't worrying about you Mexicanos. I'm trying to talk to my peoples about us supporting our own peoples, man. For real, for real. I don't give a damn what you need done. Find some of your peoples first before you resort to one of them foreigners, y'all. We can put them some bitches out of business, y'all. Especially them Mexicans. Ain't no way in hell them Mexicans, they done brought 2 J's. Nice drink there. That's the kind of joint I had. Red nose. My joint was all white. My joint was all white. Just like that, though. Looked like a pig in the face. That's how much pink shit he had going on. What's going on down there? Where you at, Blue? Huh? Where you at? God damn it. Come on out of there, god damn it. But yeah, y'all, just walking. Know what I mean? Trying to get the peoples on board on supporting their own peoples, man. And stop hating, y'all. When you see one of your own peoples with a pop-up restaurant, instead of hating, go support them, y'all. But I know that motherfucking Mexican Mac, that's the name of it, where 2 J's used to be at. It's called Mexican Mac. That bitch probably be full of niggas in there. As once again, a consumer. Ooh, Mexican food, y'all. I'm tired of Chinese food. I'm tired of the Italian pizza. I'm tired of the Ching Chang wings. God damn it. So now guess what? They're gonna be a heavy supporter in these Mexicano food chains, y'all. Facts. Look at that. I'll get this shit live and direct, goddammit. But see how this look? See this shit, y'all? See that? The Mexicanos bring this motherfucker back. You heard? That's a fact. They'll bring it back. See the crib we just walked by? You know what I mean? You see the crib we just walked by? Right there off of Ingle Street. Coming out of Union. Union and Ingle. That corner house, y'all see it? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, y'all, instead of hating on our own peoples and shit, that's all we do, man. We only good and known for the hate, man. Hate on our own peoples, man. Bring our own peoples down, man. That's sad, man. Like, god damn. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, they put them shows on TV. And our generation coming up, The Boys in the Hood, Menace to Society, New Jack City, all those harsh movies, and those foreigners watching that shit and saying, wow, that's how those blacks are? Shit, we better stay away from them as far as possible. But only way we can get them on our side is open up these restaurants, because they're #1 consumers when it comes to like like I said, restaurants and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday night now. Motherfuckers like, oh, I ain't cooking tonight. It's Friday. I ain't cooking. I ain't cooking. And to be out after they worked all week, sacrificed their blood, sweat and tears all week. Turn around, get the kids a couple of hours, tell them to order a pizza, get some Chinese food, or go to the Italian alleys, get a hoagie, you know what I mean? Now they can go to the poppy stores, get some of that Goya rice and beans, and some potatoes, right? Come on, y'all, let's keep it funky, y'all. Parents going out tonight. I told you, Mr. Charlie get y'all off on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? A known fact. Damn, I wanted to go down there too, man. Just down the waterfront, y'all. Zoom in. See that? Subaru Park down there. They hosting I forgot that soccer team that they supposed to be playing down there. Probably this spring, this summer, which would be lit. It'd be lit down there, y'all. I was down there one day, they had that motherfucking eatery thing going on. Chick-fil-A was down there. Yo, it was crunk. Like the US Marines was there. They had the helicopter flew in, all that shit. It was lit. Free chicken sandwiches from Chick-fil-A, nuggets, fries. I said, whoa, I ran into something nice that day. I said, damn, and guess what? It was a few black heads in there, but I didn't know them. Like, motherfuckers from the city ain't even know about that shit. But look, ain't no dead geezers around this motherfucker. Look. Ain't no dead geezers around this motherfucker. I see over Jersey, they said them motherfuckers was dropping out the motherfucking sky. I said, they spraying them skies with that foolishness. They spraying that sky with that foolishness. Man, we on 22. You know what I mean? So, like I said, y'all, this video is just about don't cross the chosen one. God damn it. Not unless you ready to meet your demise. All right? Full throttle. That's a fact. Not unless you're ready to meet your demise. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I'm gonna say. Where you at, Chip? Huh? Where you at, Clint? God damn it. Where you at, Clint? Bismarck, where you at, Bismarck? God damn it. People use duct tape to fix everything. God only used nails. You heard that. Amen on that. When life isn't a bed of roses, remember who wore the thorns. Amen to that. You know what I mean? Amen to that. Facts. You know what I'm saying? But we just missionary work right now. Boots on the ground. You know what I mean? Yeah, y'all ride. Got some petrol at $3.30 a gallon. God damn it, gas prices going up, but that's what we voted for. You know what I mean? We voted for Trump. We voted for everything that comes with it, God damn it. So what we gonna do? We gonna complain? Or you gonna pay what it is? You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Facts. You know what I mean? Everything. You either pay that shit or you get evicted, goddammit. Bottom line. You can't sugarcoat it no more than that. You know what I mean? You heard? Yeah. But we just out, you know what I mean? Like I said, hitting corners. I wanted to give y'all a ride, dinner walk. How y'all get 2 and 1? Y'all getting a 2 for 1. God damn it. Damn, it's nice and empty down there. They got that path open down there too. I'm gonna take that way back. Y'all getting a 2 for 1. We drove. Now we footing it now. You know what I mean? Mexicanos passing out. Look, they got them doing all types of shit, y'all. The work we supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? Look. I'm gonna grab one from me. See, what's that? Watch, I don't know English. Day spot. Yep. Oh, passing out shit from Cousins. Fresh Market, y'all. I mean, free delivery. Then you got the Nas joint too. I mean, free promotion, y'all. Free promotion. Cousins. See that? Then you got the Nas pizza right there. You know what I'm saying? It's on the back. It's on the back. Mr. Turnaround. Right there. That's what they passing out. But the youngsters, like I said, the young G's could have been passing these Jones out. You know what I mean? Morning, how you doing, fam? Yeah. The young G's could have been passing these out, y'all. Making some extra bread, you know what I'm saying? But they bypass our youngsters and quick to throw them under the bus. But look who they giving the fucking work to, y'all. Our youngsters could have been passing these Jones out, man. These motherfuckers don't even know fucking English, man. Fuck it, man. Sad. Motherfucker gave me the joint. Fuck ain't know no motherfucking English. Look. Our youngsters could have been passing them out. Making some extra bread. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk, though. You know what I mean? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. See, we just was talking about that shit. How they threw us beneath the bus. God damn it. We in last when it comes to all that shit. You feel me? When it come to all that shit, we in last, y'all. We in first when it comes to hating. Now we come in first place when it comes to hating. Hate, 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 hate. We in first place, we winning in that. Another establishment. Another establishment right here. Hold on. Another establishment right here. This was a Brother Price store back in the day. This is where all the heavy hitters used to meet at. Back in the day. You know what I'm saying? All the heavy hitters used to meet here, y'all. Look what they got going on. Yeah. Yeah. And then we in last. God damn it. We in last place around this joint. You know what I mean? I think this Noom joint here though. See what's going on down here. Now there, Miss Faith. I'm everywhere, y'all. I'm everywhere where y'all ain't. God damn it. I'm everywhere where y'all ain't. Facts. But I'm gonna come back with another jump. Come back with another jump too, y'all. You heard? You heard? Hold on, heathens.